So, good morning, my Zen angels. How are you all today? Now, let me sort out my audio because there is some music playing in the background, but it's probably very soft, which is what we want. It does get a bit excited. Okay, so, radios. Let me just get some of this stuff organized. So, let's turn that one off. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, so we have a Lucard. You would like a reading. And Tars, does W want a relationship with me? Okay, so let's find out. So today we are using the Steampunk deck, as we always do. It's an absolutely amazing deck, by the way. So, Alucard, do you have a question, darling? Love that name as well. Love that name. So, Alucard, do you have something in particular that you would like a reading for? So, Task, let's do yours while Alucard types in their question. Does W want a relationship with me? Let's find out. And Alucard wants some information on health. Okay. So, Task, let's find out some information for you, darling. Okay, when it comes to this relationship, there's been some immature cutting of emotions, Task. So, excuse me. Oh, that came on suddenly, didn't it? There's been some immature cutting of emotions, like little things that have been said that really shouldn't have been said. And part of this relationship that you're looking for is about learning to let go of the old so that you can step into the new. Yes. Wonderful. So the relationship isn't going to go the way that you hope it is. It's as simple as that. And it's part of you learning to adapt to this new relationship and them learning to adapt to it as well. In order for this to be successful, you will both need to make changes and adapt. Because what's happening here is part of this relationship is just, it's like there's little things that are being said or a little hindrance that's happening here, and they're the things that'll slowly eat away at the oak tree. I heard a metaphoric story many years ago about the mighty oak growing for so many years and knowing exactly that it was the mighty oak. And then slowly over time, these little termites slowly ate away at it on the inside. And because nobody did anything about the termites, there was nothing done to say, look, this is not healthy for the oak. Eventually, those little termites, one bite at a time, ate away at the mighty oak until it was hollow inside, and then it eventually died. So when it comes to this relationship, there are some tendencies there, absolutely. But at the same time, these tendencies are there's just this one little thing that's niggling away about this relationship, and that's one of those things that you'll either have to learn to laugh with and enjoy as a joke, or you're going to have to evolve into another level of yourself. The star talks about evolving to the next level, into the next level of the universe. So let go of all of those anticipations that you had. Thank you, Tars. Let go of all those anticipations that you had about your past relationships. Treat this person for the person that they are rather than the ex relationships and the ex friends that they're not, okay? So there is a little bit of shining light there, but nothing solid at this stage. And that's because there's just a little bit of those hindrances and annoyances that we must evolve from. So good luck with that one, Task. Let me know how you go. Okay, so Alucard, do you want some information about health? Let's find out. And then Darian, I want to know if the guy I'm with now is the one. Do you want to know if they're your twin flame? Is that right, Darian? So Alucard, about your health. Alucard, I get this sudden desire to drink water. It's like you're not drinking enough or you're not being healthy enough when it comes to your nutrition. And I get this feeling that you're really tired, sweetheart, like as in dry eyes, sick of sick of, I want to say sick of looking at the computer screen, but it's not that. It's like sick of the negativity that's happening right in front of you. So Alucard, take some time out, disconnect to reconnect as such. Reconnect with yourself, my darling. Okay, let's find out. Right. Okay, Alucard, when it comes to the health side, this one's actually about you, so it's not about everything that's around you, okay? So, Alucard, when we get the Hermit card that's presenting themselves, the Hermit card talks about you residing into yourself and finding your own resources about this. It also shows that the Hermit, as much as they are inside themselves, they are also intelligent enough to know when to use the lamp and when to use the walking stick, because sometimes we need to lean upon something or someone else to help us out in this introverted stage. So it's now time for you to disconnect to reconnect with yourself. That's what you must do. But you must also use your resources. So you know how to do some fitness, you know how to eat healthy, you know how to relax a bit in a stage where you're just like, you know what, I'm not going to comment on that post. I'm just going to let it go for my own sanity. So this is talking about your individual health and how your health needs to be done from inside here. You're the only one inside your head, sweetheart. So please be nice. Simple. But when we talk about, and the Four of Swords becomes present as well, this is showing that there is a lot of external stuff that's going on for you as well. So as we can see, we have 4 swords here. There are 3 on the wall and there's 1 on the floor. And then we can see a sense of being defeated as such. So there are some people, now this is not a person, this is people. There are some people around you that are just, it's kind of hard to explain. I feel like they're beating you down from the external. So this is like a group or for some reason, I want to say, it's right on the tip of my tongue. It's like they've got a fierce tongue, these people. And they say things that, it's not so much the words that they say, it's the tone that they're using that is coming out completely incorrectly. So when it comes to you, it's time to reside into yourself and start to recharge your own energies and your own resources. People aren't bad people. It's as simple as that. It's just that they become desperate or they really want to help out, but it just comes across in the incorrect way. So for you, it's time for you to reside into yourself and just allow these swords to just stay on the wall. They're not made for hurting anyone. They're made for display purposes. And remember to put that 4th sword back on the wall. Find some space for it. Just keep these people at arm's length for now, because this is a time when you need to recharge. Because if you don't recharge, honestly, you will break down, okay? It's time for you to recharge, okay? Thank you for that. So, Darian, yes, I've been with some shitty guys. Honey, who hasn't? Are you kidding me? And the guy I'm with now is amazing. I've never felt this way. I just don't want my heart to get broke again. Okay, then. So, Darian, some advice that's outside of the tarot reading per se. My ex... okay, Tass, no worries. Have a lovely day. So, Darian... just some advice outside of the tarot reading, just from a personal experience, love. So when it came to me, my ex was no, you're right, Tass. No, right, you're fine. Thank you, Alucard. Thank you. So Darian, just some advice outside of the reading. People protect their hearts. And I understand that, hi Kaylee, I understand that they need to protect their heart. But the heart can't resonate and it can't beat if it's been held and encased by past hurts. I remember many years ago, my partner... Need some water. When my partner and I met... when my partner and I met Darian, he came in one day and he was really upset because he'd broken something, and he was sort of beside himself. And I said to him, I'm like, whoa, what's going on? He was really upset, like really upset. And I said to him, I said, what's going on? And he goes, oh, I've broken this thing. I know you love it, blah, blah, blah. And I said to him, I said, all right. I said, why are you acting like this? And he's like, oh, but my ex would do this, and my ex that, and my ex something else. And I said to him, I said, look, I said, can you treat me for the Trish that I am, not the Sarah that I'm not? Because when you treat me for the Trish that I am, that installs trust. And then when I trust, it allows my heart to beat, which allows love to grow. So I understand exactly where you're coming from. My ex was very mind controlling, very manipulative. And when I realized that that was his insecurities that I was allowing to live into my heart, that the relationship was never going to work. So open yourself up, Darian, okay? Because the thing is, love doesn't exist without the heart breaking at the end eventually. So grief cannot exist on its own without love. We don't just feel grief because, oh, I want to feel grief. We feel grief because we had the gift of love. It's a byproduct. So at the end of the day, don't live in that broken heart moment. Live in the love moment of now and smile and enjoy it. So let's get some cards going and let's have a look at what's happening for you. And then we'll get on to Kaylee and Taylor and maybe. So Darian. So Darian, the King of Swords talks about you mastering your craft. When it comes to your wand, so your heart in other words, when it comes to your wand, it's about you healing it, not somebody else's. Many people believe that something else will come along and fix us or amend us on some level, but the King of Wands talks about you having this great power within you, and you're the only one that can master it. You're the only one that can practice it. You're the only one that can delve into it, because you're the only one that knows how it works. And then when we move into the Two of Swords, we can see that we have a ballerina with the Two of Swords with perfect balance. This ballerina has learnt that the shocking break from the past can be learnt to build upon, so therefore you can balance and you can create this solace within yourself. So this is genuine. This is real, darling, okay? So when it comes to you, this is something that's real. Don't pretend that it's not. Grasp it for the exact realness that it is, and just cherish that it is yours. It's given to you, my love. It's a gift to you. Appreciate it and allow it to grow for everything that it fully and truly is. So this is good stuff. Open up that heart. Allow yourself to heal. Okay, so Kaylee O'Brien, can I have your help, please? Absolutely, sweetheart. Is there anything in particular that you are wishing for some knowledge on, or just general? And then Taylor, how does PJ feel about me today? And then we'll go on to maybe, can I ask something? You can ask anything that you want, darling. Just simply type it into the comments. No worries, Darian. Feel the love, spread it around like glitter, so therefore it can reflect and it can show others that it is real. Okay? So Kaylee, rightio, let's find out what's going on with you. Kaylee, there's something going on in your life at the moment that's making you scratch your head, like it's confusing, like I don't understand why that is like that. So there's something going on. I feel like I've got to scratch my head. That's really confusing. So when it comes to when you're scratching your head and you're feeling that confusion, push through it. Okay, ask some higher level stuff. So generally, maybe I have a guy in my life, but I'm not sure if I can work on things with. But also moving is on my mind. There you go. There's that confusion point I was talking about. Yeah. All right, let's find out. When we are confused, we see confusion as a very negative emotion, and it's actually a very positive emotion, because it basically means we're about to learn something new, so that we go, ah. And when we're confused, we feel the brain just inside of ourselves. But then when we finally get the light bulb, the brain just relaxes and is like, ah. So think of it as like upgrading a file on your computer. It sits at 99% for a little while, then just suddenly pops to 100. So let's have a general look for you, Kaylee. Let's find out. Wow, two major arcanas, Kaylee, for you. The Chariot is all about taking charge of your destiny. That's what it's about. It's about you finding your direction and going exactly where you want to go. And then we have the Emperor in with the Chariot, which means you have to decide for yourself. Regardless of those that are around you or the people or the situation or whatever promises anybody is making, this is about you. And this is about you taking charge of your life. So inside the Chariot, as you can notice, we have some vents here that let off steam, okay? And that's because you've got to let this steam out of your system. You've got to get rid of this negativity that has been going on deep inside you, this confusion, okay? So when it comes to you, it's about you taking the reins and going, this is how I do it, and this is what I'm doing, and just being proud of that. Like, see how we have this figure here that knows how to move the Chariot. This figure is just like, I know how to drive this thing, and I'm going to drive it. So it's time for you to drive forward into that future, okay? If you are considering moving, let's find out what's going on with that. Aha, rightio. The only reason why you haven't moved yet is because you're not quite sure that financially this is viable. You're not quite sure if you're going to be able to, you know, maintain the lifestyle that you've got and, you know, find all those situations and friends. And there's just too many questions around it. But this is also about you taking charge of a situation and then turning around and going, this is what I want, so this is what I'm going to do, and I am going to make it work. Your future is your destiny to take control of, and this is what you need to know, okay? So when it comes to this person that's in your life, perhaps they're impeding on that stuff. So I have moved, but I don't know if I want to stay here. I miss home. Right. That's because, you just haven't found that lifestyle yet that you've been searching for. So it's a little bit hard with the virus at the moment, but perhaps it's now time to start talking to people, to start engaging with people, and start finding out what is going on in your local area, and then applying yourself to that situation. I shoot pool with a bunch of women, and for the first season, barely anyone spoke to me or even acknowledged me. And, you know, I sort of went, okay, how am I going to change this next season? Because I really enjoy playing pool, but the environment with people was kind of negative and brought me down. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to spend one game each week just asking someone a random question like, hi, my name's Trish. What do you do? And it's an amazing amount of people that, you know, they're just uplifted now. Like, I can't remember most of their names, but they're uplifted and you feel a better presence. So I don't have to sit and talk to everyone, but we do need to engage just a little and take control of our lives. This is what this is talking about. Taking control and being the emperor of your domain as such, okay? So go out there, find some people that are like you, do some hobbies, engage yourself, and that's suddenly when you'll find that you will start taking charge of yourself and you will start getting a little bit further with that sense. When you're missing home, this is one really good activity to do, because when we're missing something, it's because something's not fulfilled. When you're missing home, jump onto, grab a piece of paper and write all the things that you miss about it, and then write the emotion that is linked in with that thing. So for example, that let's just say you're missing you're missing a particular friend, and you write that friend's name down, and then why are you missing them? What is the emotion that's attached to it? And if it's loneliness, then you need to work out how to flip up the loneliness, okay? So good stuff, Dale. You've got to take some charge, okay? It's as simple as that. Let off some steam and just get yourself out there, because life is exactly what we choose to make it. And perhaps you just haven't found your tribe yet. That's maybe what it's coming down to. So Taylor, how does PJ feel about me today? Rightio, let's find out. This one's a very specific question, this one, so let's find out. I'm turning the heater on and off in here. It's like, it gets really warm 1 minute and really cold the next. Ooh. Oh, I'm throwing cards around. Hang on a second. Rightio. No worries, Kaylee. Join in next time and maybe we can extend out on that a little bit for you, darling. Okay, so PJ. So Taylor, did PJ have a loose tongue? Did they? They said something they shouldn't have said? I can feel like a saliva building up in the edges of my mouth, and usually that's a representation of something being said that probably shouldn't have been touched upon. Radio PJ, let's find out. Oh, Taylor, this one hurt, didn't it? Wow. Put it this way. I'm just going to say it, okay? There's no easy way to say it. PJ's had enough. It's as simple as that. And chances are you've had enough as well. And you're not looking for other options. But you know what? If another option came along, you would probably take that path at the moment. And it's exactly the same for PJ as well. So here we have the Three of Wands, and the Three of Wands shows how there's wands in front of us that we're holding on to, but we also have a telescope where we're looking out into that future, and we're looking for other alternatives. We're not saying that we're going to do it. We're just, you know, browsing the menu as such. And that's because the Ten of Swords has come out, and it's enough. We've had enough. We've got a person that's been stabbed in the back so many times. They've dropped their bag, they've fallen to the ground. They didn't even get to jump off the building as such because they've had enough. So, yeah, at the end of the day, when it comes to... this is not a personal attack, okay? When it comes to these personal things that feel personal, they're actually about somebody just getting to a situation where it's like, look, I can't anymore. So I would say bide your time, take some time out, and then come back to this situation, okay? When things are more calmed down, because some things were said that probably shouldn't have been said, or were attacked, and, you know, it's kind of led to some discrepancies on your feeling of security, okay? So take some time out, my love, because now is not the time to be hounding PJ or anything like that. Just let PJ do their thing, okay? Simple as that. Okay, so who do we have now? Jenna. Hi, Jenna. Can I please get a reading? Absolutely. Would you like a general one, or do you have something in specific? Would you like a general one, or do you have something specific you would prefer some guidance upon? Trying to get this temperature right today. I'm fully booked out with clients today. I'm so stoked. Absolutely stoked. I won't be finished for a while. So Jenna, a general one. Awesome. Thank you for allowing me to have the free reign. Okay. Hit those love hearts, guys. If you're on Facebook, hit the love hearts. Let me know that you're out there and that you are watching. Doesn't cost anything to hit the love hearts. And please like the page as well. I try and get on every Tuesday and Thursday here in Australia. Hi, Sandra. I'm new here. May I get a reading? Absolutely, my love. If you have a particular question, post it in the comments. Otherwise, we'll do a general one. So, oh, thanks for the love hearts, guys. Yeah, keep hitting them. It encourages me to keep on going and lets me know that you're out there, because sometimes you feel like you're just talking to a screen. So, Jenna... let's find out for you. I'm getting a feeling Alrighty. Okay, so Jenna, um, okay, stop. Okay, you are a fucking amazing person. You're a really good person deep down inside, but you're spreading yourself too thin. And this is one of those things that it's kind of getting to you. It's pissing you off as such. It's frustrating you inside because you are a good person, but you've just got too much going on when it comes to everybody else. So here we have the Eight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles has an artist that has created all this other stuff, but has also needs to focus on what they want. So it's time for you to bring in all your resources and be present in this exact moment. If you have any anxiety or depression that's coming in your life, then make sure that you bring yourself back to this present moment, because you need to just focus on exactly what you're doing rather than all these other things and doing a little bit of this and a little bit of that and a little bit of something else, because it's just spreading you too thin, and it's creating a I'm just gonna, don't answer this part, okay? Don't answer this part, Jenna. But it's creating a bit of a bladder issue as such. So yeah, don't allow this to piss you off too much or make you too frustrated. It's not worth it. Bring yourself back to the present. Get rid of all of this external stuff, okay? It can have a little bit of attention, but it doesn't need 100% of your attention. Okay, and then it moves into the Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Swords is about you learning. This is funny. This is the Ace of Swords is all about being present. It's number one, and it's about you learning how it is that you're going to actually go, you know what, I've got to look after myself. I have to be made a priority every once in a while. So it's time for you to just bring in that present moment, because these things are pissing you off, darling, okay? And it's spreading you too thin. And you're a freaking amazing person. You're a really good person. I can feel that energy. It's just that it's coming across incorrectly because your energy is thin and your time is thin and there's just too much going on your plate, okay? So bring it all in, okay, Jenna? Bring it in, darling. It's much better if you focus on one task at a time. I met a man called Kerwin Ray about 4 years ago now, and he was saying how we all get so tied up in doing all these different things. Hi, Amy. And we get tied up in doing all these different things. And what we've got to do is learn to just water one flower until it grows and it becomes established. And then we can take on a second one and just look at the first flower every now and again and give it a prune and make sure it's okay. Because we must establish things first. Rather than doing 100 flowers all at once and then going, why did some of them die? We can just focus on one, and then we can build a beautiful garden in time. So give yourself the time and patience, okay? So Sandra, I would like to get a love reading, please. I love doing love readings. I will absolutely do one for you, darling. I will absolutely do one for you. And then we have Helen and Amy. Thank you for the little emojis. I love emojis. It's cute. So Sandra, let's find out some stuff about love. Oh, this one's not about you. Right. Okay. Oh, wow, Sandra. Wow. You have been hurt so much in the past. Like just unbelievably betrayed. Like just you've been betrayed to a stage of self-doubt where, yay, love hearts. Sandra, you've been betrayed to a stage of self-doubt, and understand that when it comes to this situation about love, this is not about you, okay? Love is always about the other person. It's not about us. And that's where we get confused, because we believe that love is about us, and that's what we're taught, you know. Thanks, Walt Disney, for that bad message. But that's what we're taught. And when it comes to love, it's about us learning to shine bright, to show others to love. It's actually about other people. And it sounds counterintuitive, but you've been really hurt. Like, you just stop allowing all these people to put these thoughts in your head, okay? It's not worth it, because it niggles at you and it grinds at you and it brings you down and down and down and down. But the thing is, my love, you have the star here. The star is the first card that came out. Stars are meant to rise and shine and be beautiful in the sky. They give messages of hope, of dreams, of having faith of something and aligning with the universe. Okay? So for you personally, when it comes to this love, you shine bright when you rise above all this other crap. This is when you really shine bright. Because I feel like you're actually a really good person, and some part of me feels like you're somebody that's a really good listener, that somebody can sit down and talk to and feel so much better about themselves. But then what about Sandra? Why isn't anyone listening to Sandra? And that's because Sandra is a star, and stars actually do better by listening to music and by watching movies and things like that. So recharge, my love. When it comes to your love is naturally inside of you when you are in a good place and you're shining bright. That's how you do love. You don't do love by other people, other presents, other situations. For some reason, I feel like you're not a gift person either. Somebody can give you a gift and you'll be like, oh, that's great. But you don't understand why you're receiving this gift, because that's not your love language. Your love language is more you like to talk and listen and let people know that they are wonderful people. So stop. When it comes to your love, it shines bright when you allow all this other shit to just let it go. Get rid of it, okay? You don't need those other people's thoughts inside your head. Opinions are like onions. Take out the pie and you're just left with an onion. It makes you cry. Simple as that. So shine bright, my love, because you have lots of love inside of you, and it's time for you to shine, because when you shine, the love just comes naturally. Okay? This is not something that can be forced for you. This is something that just flows naturally when you're in a good place. Okay? Thank you, Jenna. Thank you. Go and be amazing, okay, Dal? Go and be amazing. So, Helen, will Dylan respond to my texts? Oh. Ho ho. Yes. And they are sorry. It's as simple as that. When somebody apologizes to us, or we have to apologize to them, it's not about us, no worries, Sandra. It's not about us, desecrating the gift as such, okay? There are 5 apology languages out there, and it's the same as the 5 love languages, and people apologize in different ways. And we have to learn that when they are apologizing, this is the way that they apologize. So accepting that apology is part of healing them. When you accept the apology rather than desecrate the apology, then that's when it installs trust for them to be able to apologize more freely in the future when they fuck up. It's as simple as that. Because people are going to fuck up. It's as simple as that. But whether they're going to keep on doing it and creating a problem, or whether they can learn from it, is a different projection of the future. So yes, there is a response coming to the text, but please respond in a nurturing way where you are accepting and take on the gift, okay? It's as simple as that. Take on the gift, because as much as this person is giving this other person some flowers, this doesn't mean this person likes flowers, but it doesn't matter. It's the thought. It's the gesture. That's what it comes down to. Apologies are not about us. It's the same as love. It's not about us. They are about the individual person making that situation going, man, I fucked up. I've got to learn from this. And the only way they learn from it is by you not desecrating the gift. I don't know how many times, you know, with my ex, he'd always give me gifts. I'm not a gift person, but every time he stuffed up, he'd buy me something. And I studied the apology languages at one stage there. And when I realized that this was his apology language, and when I accepted the gift and accepted it graciously, that's when he learned that what he did was wrong and he wouldn't do it again. So he actually got better with time. Honestly, I think it's one of those things that you know, no worries, darling. Thank you, darling. It's one of those things that a lot of people, when you treat them with kindness, they don't know how to respond. And because kindness is a rarity in this world, it really is. So what's going on with Dylan right now? Alrighty. So Dylan just did something stupid. It's as simple as that, okay? So, yeah, Dylan was just being dumb. They thought they knew how to use their weapon. They thought they were on par. They thought they had their argument right, but they didn't. It's as simple as that. So, you know, when they respond, they're probably going to be feeling a little bit foolish as well. A little bit sheepish as such. So please just accept the gift. Accept it in a gracious and nurturing manner, just like a child, you know. And remember also that depending on the text, I have a feeling that this is going to be one of those situations where there's no solution to this one, okay? And it's about just allowing the system to be vented rather than trying to solve this, okay? So don't become the teacher, become the nurturer, and that's what's going to help you. But please be patient, okay? No worries, Helen. Oh, thank you, darling. Thank you. I actually have my cat here as well. Oh, I don't want to stuff up my camera. I have my cat here as well. Here she is. Hello. So she gives me energy. She really does. I absolutely love, she joins in all the time, and she sits here, and sometimes when I'm feeling a little bit like blah when it comes to my energy, she does this face and she just nuzzles. And I just look at her and I get recharged. So I understand. That's how I recharge. So yeah. Hi, Amy Louise. How are you, darling? Let me do a general reading for you, my love. I do have to trundle off very, very soon. So this one will be the last one for the day. By the looks of it, I'm going to have to start doing this more often. And if I'm terrible at promoting, okay? There are so many cats out there that need love. Just get one. It's as simple as that. Maya is a we got Maya like when she was a kitten. Well, I should say Maya is my ex's cat. No, is my partner's ex's cat, and she just kind of got left here. And yeah, she was abused, and I've been using hypnosis and meditative music to get her to be more cat as such, and she's turning into a real sweetheart. She really is. So Amy, we will do a reading for you, my love. Absolutely. But I do have to trundle off. I keep getting told off for this, so whoops, I'm terrible at promoting. But if anybody would like a reading with me, you can book them either in person, online via Zoom, or you can get a reading where you don't actually attend. I will send you a video of the reading. So look up trishpalmer.com and go to the tarot section, and you can book it there, okay? So wonderful. All right, so Amy, we will have some insight for you, and then I do have to trundle off because thank you for the love hearts, yay! So I will have to trundle off because I am solid booked with clients today. Oh, I've got a feeling that. Amy, it's time for you to get in touch with your inner child, okay? You are the mother, and your emotions inside are your inner children. That's what they are. And as the mother, it's time for you to teach these inner children of yours some wonderful new stuff. So embrace happiness, embrace sadness, embrace confusion and frustration and anger, and embrace the emotions and bring them together and tell them stories about how they can become great, how they can do these things, how sadness has a place at the right time, just as though happiness does. So you are the mother of your own emotions, and it's time for you to start teaching your children to go on the right path. When anger presents itself and it's not relevant, then therefore it means that there's something going on inside with the children inside you that needs to be educated a bit further. And when you educate these children, that's when they'll go off, they'll build their own little fantasy tree houses, they'll become constructive, and they actually start to work for you rather than against you. You have so many overwhelming emotions at the moment. Oh gosh, it's time for you to take control of these children and teach them. Just imagine you're like the teacher of a class, they're all being a ruckus and they're being annoying and they're destroying stuff, like, radio class, come in, okay? And if you imagine your emotions in a classroom of children, there's always that one child that's angry, and there's always that one child that's sad, there's always that one child that's happy. They all have a link and a place and a really, really great way that they're going to do things that are going to work for you in your life. But it's a matter of recognizing which one comes in the right situation. When we go through the superhero scenario, we have the Hulk, and the Hulk is very angry and uncontrollable and destructive. So that's the angry emotion. But when it comes to the Hulk in the right situation works perfectly to get the better outcome. So start to get these emotions in line and start to sort them out, okay? Every time they get to a situation, yay! Every time these emotions get to a situation where you feel like they're overwhelming, grab a piece of paper, write down the exact emotion that is coming out, and then start to decipher what is it doing for you. So feeling overwhelmed allows me to what? It's doing something for you. So it's either allowing you to relax, or it's reminding you to get out of this situation, to get away from these people. It's doing something for you. So you are the storyteller of your life. Tell some wonderful stories so these emotions can help you build that future that you're looking forward to, because now's the time to start building it, and now is the time to teach each one what their role is in order to build that beautiful place called Rome. Okay? So thank you so much to everyone who joined in today. I do try and get here on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Please like the page if you'd like to, and I will be back later on. So tomorrow I will be sitting here playing Minecraft and talking to people, helping them with any anxiety and worries and issues or anything else that's floating along in their life. So please go and have an amazing day or night wherever you are in this beautiful world of ours, and I will catch you all in the future, my darlings. Thank you, Amy. Mwah. Okay, bye-bye.